My name is Oshifesolu Larry. I'm a mechanic. Welcome to Exxon F1, also known as Formula One Column Africa. Good day! Please, like I've always clamored, please. I know you love what you're doing. Subscribe to my channel. Love it. I beg, like, be on my channel. You get the best news. I love you guys. Like, comment, share. Some of you come to my inbox, my DM to comment. Yeah, it's good, but sometimes also comment on this social media. It helps my growth. Like, share. Share, please. It's very important you share. I love you guys. So today we'll be talking about Nick De Vries. We'll be talking about the Aston Martin test. We'll be talking about Williams. We'll be talking about a young sensation, a Nigerian that is karting. I just want to say this before I move forward. I'll keep talking about him in all my videos because I want him to succeed. And if there are other African drivers, I know that there are drivers in South Africa, but I don't have a personal connection with them. I want to have personal connections with you. DM me on Instagram or chat me on YouTube, and I'll talk about you. Forget about it. At the beginning of every of my videos, I'll talk about you African drivers. I will talk about you because you are important to the future of Africa. I must talk about you. You get sponsors, till you get people that will back you up. Forget. I won't be tired though. I go talk about honor. Don't worry. We are here. We're here for you. So, Nick De Vries. I'm happy that Nick De Vries is back. I'm so happy for him. After turbulent season he's had with Red Bull, he's back with Mahindra. Mahindra have signed him back, as he was a driver for the Mercedes E team, the Mercedes electric team. That team was shut down last year and they sold the right of the team to McLaren. And since they sold to McLaren are taking it to another level. This year they've really tried as a newcomer in the team, but the funny thing is it's an old team but with a new management. But now that Nick De Vries has been asked, and he's a former Formula E champion, so he's back in Formula E, and I'm so happy for him that he got a seat in Formula E. It's been a turbulent season for him in F1, and he paved the way for himself in F1, and he got a nice opportunity. I won't really say he misused it. He tried his best, but it's a team that is not used to their driving style or their kind of car. He tried his best. He got out. After a turbulent season he's had with AlphaTauri, he's back in Formula E with a multi-year deal with Mahindra Racing. He's a season 7 world champion. That's Nick De Vries, so he's back. I'm happy for him. He will be partnering Eduardo Mortara in Formula E next year, and that is good news for me, good news for him. And in Formula E also, Daruvala will be partnering Gunter with Maserati MSG Racing. Daruvala has been signed in. Daruvala was a former Formula 2 driver, so he's been signed into Formula E now. Sebastian Buemi and Fries are still with Envision. DS Penske has sticked with Stoffel Van Dorn and Jean-Eric Vergne for next year, and I think it's a good thing. For me, like I told you, we've not been able to give you more news on Formula E this year, but we'll be giving you some bits. There will be 17 races next year. There will be some races that we would have 2 in one city, like Saudi Arabia will be having 2 races. The Real race will be 2 races. Mexico, Valencia, Spain, Sao Paulo, Brazil, Tokyo, Japan. Rome will be having 2 races in Italy, in Rome, Italy. Monaco, Berlin will be having 2 races. Jakarta, Portland, and London will be having 2 races. And there will be a new location locked in very soon. But that is on Nick De Vries and Formula E. But I'm so happy for him after that turbulent season he's had with AlphaTauri. And it's a good thing for him to enjoy. Now, Aston Martin. What is the news about Aston Martin? Jessica Hawkins has completed her first F1 test, piloting the AMR 21 in Budapest last week. She has become the first woman to do so since 2018. She's the first woman to test a Formula 1 car since 2018. And she's the team ambassador for Aston Martin, and she did well. For me, it's a good thing for Aston Martin to give her the opportunity, to give her the chance to achieve that, and she's been able to push herself to do that. And I pray that more will happen for the female Formula drivers, and that is one. Another one will come in other teams, and I think partnering with the F1 Academy is going to get better. And I think since Susie Wolf joined the F1 Academy, it has been great for them. They've been having new breakthroughs, and I think that it has really worked out for them. I hope they do more, and I hope there will be equality, more equality in this kind of races, because in karting I think there are equalities in karting. So if we have equality in F1, which will be so tough, it will speak well of F1. And even if there are no equalities after the F1 races, there are female F1 races with the same car. It would work for F1, not different car, the same car. It will work for them. It brings more diversity, it brings more inclusivity for the women in sport, and that will work well. Now to Williams. Logan Sargent has been a hot topic, And I spoke about him in the last race, the shambolic performance he's had. The Williams team, their team principal, James Vowles, he has come out to defend him, and I think that is a good team principle. He really spoke it out that they are behind him. See, he didn't say they may not sack him or they may not relegate him or whatever. But here he's saying this guy is a young driver, he's a young talent that was brought straight in from F2 into F1. The only test he had, which is the only test Nick De Vries had, the only test he had in a Formula 1 car was Bahrain. Now, Williams has been a bad car for a long time and they are trying to move up. So most of their upgrades are silently going on Albon's car, in which they are just telling us, we don't know. Most of their upgrades go on Alex Albon's car. And this guy is telling us that we should not criticize him too much because in the last race in Japan, with him not having upgrades, with him not having the same downforce level and the same aerodynamics with Alex Albon, he was just a tenth behind Alex Albon. If you watch it all through the practices, which means this guy is pushing himself. This guy is just trying. He's just a hell of a driver. He doesn't care. He just wants to get the job done. He just wants to get the race done. He just wants to be in the race. He just wants to race. So they are saying that it's not that they want to ask him or bring another driver, because there's been speculations that Felipe Drugovich will come and take his place. This person is coming. That person is coming. They said they are going to work with him until they are able to come to terms that, guy, we can no more work together. And they didn't say they are going to chase him away. If they come to terms, they have an academy training drivers. You see that? He can also be their reserve driver. You see that? That is common sense. That is a team principle. That is a matured human being coming out to represent himself in a team, to say, this is it. You guys feel that this. You feel that this. No. This guy is doing his best. Yes, their car is not so good, but this is somebody backing his team up. And what he's telling us is that if they have the same upgrade on these two cars, the guy will perform. So for me, I will still criticize Logan, and I will not criticize him from what I've heard. I will criticize him in the sense that he is overdriving the car. So he's crashing the car. He's cost them a new chassis, a third chassis this year. It's cost them a lot of money. That would even not help develop his car, because he has crashed more car in Williams this year, which means they've spent more money on repairs, on manufacturing for parts, on his own car, so which might slow them down on putting upgrades on his car. That's where I will blame him. Aside from that, I won't blame him, because the team is coming out to fight for him. That, see, we don't have the same upgrade on this car, but they don't tell us why. But I'm telling you why. Because he has crashed, broken front wings, rear wings, suspension this year. He's done that. He's done that already. They're telling us that he's not having the same upgrade because, one, they put more upgrade on an experienced driver's car. Look at what McLaren does. The upgrade comes first on Norris's car before PS3, so that they would have seen that, okay, this is our most experienced driver. This upgrade is working well on this one. They don't want to put it on both cars, and one driver that isn't experienced will damage it. Yeah, it's the truth. Or they put it on both cars, and at the end of the day, they see that the upgrades are wasted, so they will now have to go and re-engineer, which will cost them more. That's the role they are going to. But here they're telling us this guy is a terrific driver. He's working hard. He's doing his best. He's making a lot of mistakes, which they are concerned about. But they're not so concerned about it in the sense that they want to see him succeed, which is not the same with Red Bull. They want to see him succeed. They want to work with him to the end of the season. They're not saying Logan Sargent may not be relegated to maybe a reserve driver or back to the academy, but they want to work with him. They want to see him come out with his best. So if at the end of the season, even if it is only Abu Dhabi, the last race of the season, that he outperforms or he outshines, they will still put him in the seat next year. But if they are able to say that, okay, he's trying, but I think we want to succeed, we need a new driver, we need to do the best, okay, they will call him Logan Alpha. This is the case, so you can see we want to succeed, we want you to succeed. But Alex is on a multi-year deal, we know, but he's not still our driver. He's a Red Bull driver. Red Bull might want to pick him another day. So what do we do? You can still be here for some time, but let's get another driver and see what he does. If he outperforms you, let him stay for the season. But if the driver is not doing well, you can come back to your seat. Common sense. Buy it. Almost see common sense. So that's what I'm talking about. So I think Logan should see this and still have confidence in himself that he's doing well and the team is behind him. He can still do much more better. That's for me. That's for me. Sefini, that's for me. That is for me. And I'm happy for Williams. James Vowles, God bless you. Oh, Nikun Kekere. You understand? So let's see how that works out for them. And I wish Logan Sargent best of luck. I wish Williams team best of luck. It's a great news I'm hearing and I have to share it. For me, you know, I'm always about equality. I'm always about people coming out, say their truth, to help people, not go against people or speak evil or speak ill against them. Is evil. I won't be in support of it. You understand? I wish them the best of luck for the rest of the season, for the remaining races of the season. I wish he does a good job so I can have his seat next year. Because if he's not having his seat, Liam Lawson is waiting. That's it. So, when I talk about pushing for diversity and inclusivity, I'm still talking about what means to every one of us. In the last 20 years, races have been held on all continents except for Africa. No race has been held on the African continent, even on the ice inside Greenland, Antarctica. They've tested Formula One cars, and car developers have even tested some cars right there. You understand? And there have been no race on African soil. They've been pushing for South Africa for quite some time, and the issue with South African race is this: the South African organizers and the owners of the track have not been in sync. I think that's one of the major issues they've been having about the race in South Africa. So they've not been able to pull that race or make it happen. But Lewis Hamilton is saying something that before he retires, he wants to race on the continent of Africa. So what are we doing? West Africa, Nigeria, what are we doing? Waiting they stop, waiting we they do. We need to make this thing happen. I'm telling you. And I'm going to do whatever I have, whatever we think. See, I don't get strength, I don't get power, but I'm going to do whatever I have to do. Shout enough. If they shout, I have water here. I'll drink water. I will shout it till we get it done. I go shout. I will keep talking about it until we get it done. We need to have a race. Nigeria is the largest, biggest, the most wonderful, the most blessed. Oh, talk about it. African country on earth. South Africa caps to you. Ghana caps to you, all of you. But you know I'm a Nigerian. I need to talk about my country. You know now. We are biggie. So we have to do something. We have to come together. We have to do something. We have to think about it. Because it's important. Some people may think, what is Formula 1? Because you don't know about Formula 1. Please go and watch all my videos. I educate a lot. Go and watch all my videos. After the season is over in November, there'll be a lot of videos coming out before the testing next year in Bahrain. I'll do a lot of videos on tracks, on everything. So we need sponsors. We need more support though. We need you to come in to support us so we can be giving out more videos. But like I said, I want that race. Formula E, Formula 1. I want that race. And Lewis wants it. Guys, how will it be? You see that car roaring, rumbling right in Nigeria. More them go collect. Go and feel it, you know now. Well, on that, there have been only 2 drivers this season that have up until this time that have collected points. Collected, I mean, gotten points. Gotten points, I mean, that are finished in the points in every race this season. They finished in the points. They've not missed a race. And to those 2 of them, caps to them. That is Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. They've done whatever they will do to make sure they finish in points this season. Just 2 of them. And that is great for the 2 of them, the 2 protagonists and antagonists. Social media, FIA people, they've really made it a war for them, and I think a lot of healings need to be done. But these 2 guys have just been massive. They've just been great, and they've been the only 2 drivers in points this season. And there have been only 2 guys again that have carried their team on their back this season. As in, no, not on their back again. They've carried their team on their head this season. They've won the most points for their teams this season, and without them, the name of their teams will not be where it is, or the number of points their team have, the name of their team, the way we have spoken about their team would not have been how and where they are and how they have performed. Bang! Those 2 drivers are Fernando Alonso, Aston Martin, Alex Albon, Williams. You can agree with me. Those 2 guys have been outstanding this season. They've carried their team like gaily. They've put their team on their head, and they've done well. They've really done well this season for their team, and it's wonderful. Okay, we love you. Subscribe, like, share, comment. I love you. Bye. Chee.
Gibor gives you power. Gibor gives you control. Gibor gives you benefits. Are you an individual or business that uses fuel or gas? Use Gibor to find the best prices across all retail outlets in your city. For users and businesses that buy volumes, Gibor gives you access to credit. Gibor also gives you the ability to track your costs and monitor expenses per car or fleet. Need to improve your costs, enjoy incentives, or track expense? Gibor is the answer. Enjoy 5% discount on your first 5 purchases when you get your next fuel voucher from Gibor. Log on to www.gibor.co to enjoy this. Retail outlets wanted nationwide.
I have a new friend in the house. We are in Nigeria here, West Africa. He provides internet for us. They provide the best internet around the mainland, and I know they are still moving to the highland and they are moving all around Nigeria. But for you to get internet on the mainland, contact Fibrad Telecom Limited. They get you sorted out ASAP. The best cable internet on the mainland, fiber, I think they get sorted out. We talk much about them in the course of some of our videos, but contact them, they get sorted out. If you're a builder, if you're an art collector, if you have a showroom, Rated is the best place to get the artworks you need for your new buildings, for your art collections, for your showroom, for your exhibition. Rated Arts have one of the best murals, mosaic works, and different art patterns in Nigeria presently. and is somebody that you can communicate with, talks to you, you tell him what you want, and he will bring the reality out for you. Contact Friend Rated at his number is right up here, and you can also go on social media links that are pasted right up here. So check out some of his works. Thank you. Teams Gadget. Teams Gadget is for those of you that cannot easily go to the market to get your phones, your laptops, your accessories. Just place a call through. His phone number is there. It gets you the best. It's your short plug to get you the best phones, accessories, laptops, games, and other accessories for your computer gaming experience. Contact Teams Gadget and you get them for you.